What's up? Hi guys. Okay, welcome. Hi. How you doing? There is so much going on in the world right now. And the narrative I see playing out in social media, in everything, is honestly really concerning to me for your sake. So I decided, I'm sorry, everything's a little wobbly today, but I decided, sorry, Mr. Bose, we're not connecting with you, we're talking on live.
Battery 100%.
Turn off. Nobody wants to talk to you. Okay, I think it's turned off now. I love my little doohickey here. Anyway, so it's like critically important that you hear me out because here's what's gonna happen. I don't care what's going on. I don't care what you think is going on. I don't care what you know is going on. This is a time where there's a lot of uncertainty no matter who you are and what you believe, right? Anybody agree that there's a lot of uncertainty in life right now? And that's making people, like, there's energy. And some of it is like really negative. Some of it is weird. And some of it, there's a few people who out there who are being positive and really trying to hold the line with that. So now wherever you're at, like, I want to encourage you that there is a God out there who is speaking life over you, who has good plans for you, and wherever you're at on that scale, there's a next level for you. And here's what I really wanted to come on here and say. When there's a time of worry and a time of fear, this is, hey Minky, you're so sweet. There is an opportunity for you to rise up. There is opportunity for you to lead. Now, that can look like a million different things to different people. And I think what held me back for a long time was like, well, I'm not a leader. I don't want to be out there in the crowd and stuff. And it doesn't, being a leader might mean you leading yourself. It might mean you being a leader to your children. It might be for your family, for your friends. It may be stepping out and doing something extremely uncomfortable and speaking positivity over the world. Now, there's so many thoughts right now. I honestly just want to hang out with you guys all day because I could literally talk to you all day long. But there's a lot more that's needed right now than positivity. There's a lot more that's needed right now than sharing inspirational quotes. And I think that you could just give me a heart if you agree with this or you've seen this happen where maybe it's been you. This was me too, where you, and so honestly, probably still me to an extent, but I'm working on it, is we share quotes, we share inspirational things, we share scripture, but we don't necessarily go and change our life in that moment. Oh yeah, that sounds really nice. Well, what changed in you when you hit the share button? What changed in you when you read that quote? And when I'm not saying don't share it because we need more of that too, but there's more that we need than just positivity. We need action takers, we need leaders, we need people stepping up and rising up. This is what's really cool right now. You guys, you see this all the time when life gets hard, is people rise up. And I want to encourage you that whatever that looks like, figure out what's tugging on your heart right now, because with all this chaos going on, here's my wish for you, and this is what I'm trying to do, is it's sort of like a whirlpool, okay? A whirlpool of chaos. How easy is it to get dragged down in that whirlpool? It is easy. All you have to do is tap into the media, tap into social media for 30 seconds, and you can feel the shift in your energy. So yeah, Karina, I do agree with that. Now, and that being said, like, I'm an action taker. That's my personality. And some people's personality is wired to show up in different ways. And I want to honor that with other people. Like, I'm super like, well, let's just do it. And sometimes there's space for the thinkers and the pausers. And, you know, often the Lord says to wait on him. And so I want to encourage, like, I'm not trying to make you like me. However, sometimes we need to take action as well. But so I want to say, like, there's a whirlpool of chaos going on right now. And it is so easy to get sucked and dragged down into that. It's magnetic. Negative energy is magnetic. When people feel victimized, when they feel fearful, it feels safer to have more fearful people around them. Like, we're all fearful together, let's go and be fearful. And I understand that. I'm not, like, there's people out there who are so afraid right now. They don't know what tomorrow's gonna look like. They don't know how they're gonna feed their family tomorrow. They don't know what to do about their elderly, grandpa in the hospital who they aren't allowed to go visit. There is so much fear, and I'm praying and hoping that, like, I can inspire you to just be a light of love to them, and to be the action taker when it's needed, and to show up when it's needed. And here is the God-given truth, you guys. We're gonna look back on this, and it is going to be in the history books. Our kids are going to read about what's happening today, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 50 years from now. This is unprecedented. When you look back on yourself in 5 years, are you going to be proud of how you showed up? Or is the action that you're taking right now, the mindset that you have right now, is that something you want to pass down to your children? Because you're passing it down right now as we speak. How are you showing up for them? So it's really easy to get sucked into this energy and the fear. And I want to encourage you, if that's where you're at, is just start tapping into the positive side. God is not changing in this. God's plans for you are not changing in this. He is certain, and He is forever and always the same. Okay? So that is my truth, and that is what I choose to stand on. And I want you to find your truth. What can you stand on? What's foundational right now when the world is literally feels like it's falling apart? What truth can you stand on today? And so when we see that whirlpool happening, I want you to be an observer of the whirlpool. I want you to, not in a way where you're like a part of it, not in a way where you're soaking it in, but an observer, to say to yourself, to step back, to separate yourself and say, is that what I want, or is there something else? Is that the direction I want to go in, that sinking whirlpool, or is there something else? Because you guys, learning is always a choice. Moving forward is always a choice. Love is always a choice. And the truth is, whatever's happening in our economy, whatever is happening in our health, whatever is happening in government, whatever is happening all across the globe, whatever's happening in your family right now, like what Nicole said, like, God is in control, but this is a time to set yourself apart for success. What does success look like for you? If it's financial success, you guys, more millionaires are made during a down market than in an up market. So what does that mean to you? Why are you not a millionaire? Why are you not a millionaire today? It's your mindset. It is because, and this is honestly something that, like, you guys, I've been through a down market in real estate, in like literally before, during, and after. And I'm telling you right now, I am showing up completely black and white opposite of what I did in 2008. Now, I'm not saying our market's crashing. They're doing a lot right now, and I'm really interested to see what happens. But you guys, I learned in 2008. And so I'm setting myself up in case things get crazy. I'm doing it completely different because I learned. So you have a choice. You can learn by going through it and experiencing it and going, oh, well, that sucked. I need to do it differently next time. Or you can learn from somebody else. And that's so much easier. It is so much easier to learn through Nicole, I love you. You're so awesome. Yes. It is so much easier to learn through someone else's experience and mistakes and growth and not have to do it the hard way. So Right now is your opportunity to learn and decide how you want to move forward in this. When this is over, and it will be over, this is not our eternal doom. It will be over, I think, pretty fast. As quickly as it came, I think it'll be done. And then we'll see what our economy does. But how do you want to show up so that you're proud of yourself 5 years from now? That you're like, dang, I took action, I learned, I adjusted. And what do you need to do to step into that right now? So your life is not put on hold. Just because your kids are home from school, your life is not put on hold. Your purpose is not put on hold. Your calling is not put on hold. Your finances aren't put on hold. There's opportunity in everything. And just because everyone else is sucked into the whirlpool doesn't mean that's what you're called for. In fact, I don't think anybody's called for the whirlpool, but there will always be people in the whirlpool who need people outside of the whirlpool going in there and go, pluck, I got you, pluck, I got you, pluck, I got you. Okay, be a plucker. Okay, let's all be pluckers. So you guys, if this like spoke to you, like share it out, because like I just so passionately want to show people that like this isn't the end. This doesn't define who you are or your purpose or anything. Like there is meaning behind everything. We can find purpose in anything. I don't think everything happens for a reason. I believe we choose to find purpose in it or not. Let's do it together. Let's learn from each other. Let's move forward and not put our lives on hold. I believe you guys say this all the time. You are powerful, you are important, and you are made for this. You are here for a reason. You are your child's parent for a reason. You are not called for victimization, to be timid, to be meek. You are not called for that. You are made for so much more. So let's dive in and let's just do this together.